I'm always going to be the one that's going to argue that we get the data to answer the question rather than speculate. And that's been my frustration is the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, I think, has been turning a blind eye to this. They've been taking a check-the-box attitude. They've treated these nuclear power plants are next to faults like every other nuclear plant around the country. They don't have a specific policy or approach toward dealing with this extraordinary type of risk and hazard. And that's been what's frustrating to me is we need to nail down what the true risk assessment is so we can make some intelligent decisions about the fate of this facility. And
you think that the license to operate Diablo Canyon should hinge on that further study?
I think we should not move forward with the license until these studies are completed. The California Energy Commission, pursuant to my legislation, directed the utility to undertake certain steps to answer these questions rather than pursuing those actions with alacrity. Instead, the utility has raced to the NRC to try and get their facility relicensed, even though their licenses run through 2024 and 2025 for the 2 reactors. And the time it would take to do the studies would be probably 3-4 years. So it's very frustrating to me as someone who represents the constituents in this area to understand why a utility would put racing to relicensing ahead of the need to get the information to understand how to retrofit the facility or to know, in fact, that that's the right place to be until 2045 generating electricity.
Senator Blakesle, I've been reading up on you, and I know enough about you to know that you're not categorically opposed to nuclear power. But representing this district, looking at the behavior of the utility here, looking at the behavior of the federal agency and the state agencies that are supposed to be keeping us safe here, do you think that the nuclear power companies, the industry, is capable of being as honest about the safety of their plants as they need to be for the American public to be confident in this as technology?
Rachel, I know a lot of people who work for PG&E, and to a person that I know, they're hardworking, they're sincere, they have a lot of integrity. I know a lot of people actually in PG&E's management. I have a lot of regard for them. I think the challenge is the regulatory entities that are tasked with really providing oversight have become too close to the industry. They no longer take their responsibilities seriously with regard to seismic safety. So from my perspective, I think the larger issue, I think all utilities, I think all oil companies, I think all industries have a certain duty to shareholders, but we as legislators and those that write laws that direct regulators to take action need to be tough on these regulators and make sure they do their job so that we end up with an environment that is safe, where we can build and know that we're actually generating electricity, but we're doing